Well, it's lonesome in this old town. Everybody puts me down. I'm a face without a name, just walking in the rain, going back to Houston, Houston, Houston. I got holes in both of my shoes, while I'm a walking case of the blues. Saw $1 yesterday, but the wind blew it away. Going back to Houston, Houston, Houston. I haven't eaten in about a week. I'm so hungry when I walk I squeak. Nobody calls me friend. It's sad the shape I'm in. Going back to Houston, Houston, Houston.
Anti-Afro-Senegalese. Oh, poor Umar. Who the hell cares where Umar Johnson goes back to? Just as long as he gets the hell off the airwaves and stops hijacking and scamming our people. Now, some of you knew it before I even called it, that Umar Johnson was going to run a COVID cash con. And here we are. We knew he was setting it up, but now he's launched it. Listen to this.
Brothers and sisters, this is Dr. Umar Johnson, the Prince of Pan-Africanism. I just wanted to give you guys a foundation to get started. Don't waste no more time. We are going to start the first, and I'm going to declare this, NIBPA, National Independent Black Parent Association Emergency Homeschool Curriculum Movement. Okay? And I'm going to have a sign up real soon. I'm going to have you sign up, and it's going to be a little fee because we got to raise money for FDMG. Be on the lookout on my Facebook. Be on the lookout on my Instagram. Be on the lookout for my Twitter so you can sign up for the Dr. Umar National Black Emergency Homeschool Movement. I'm probably going to charge you maybe $10 a month. I'm going to put you in a WhatsApp group, and we're going to all help each other educate our children together. I already know that later this year, when the crisis is over, I'm going to be hosting my first national homeschool conference anyway. But the homeschool movement right now is going to be the prelude. Once you sign up for that, I'll put you in a WhatsApp group, and we can share documents, we can share books, we can share curriculum, we can share lesson plans, and it is going to be fun. I want this to be fun.
Are you having fun at the moment?
Are you kidding? Oh, I'm not having fun at all.
Where would you like to be?
Under the ground.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Fun. That's Umar Johnson's enthusiasm level. At least the dude in this interview was being honest, aka Sid Vicious. Is anybody convinced that Umar Johnson thinks this is going to be fun? Well, when I say this, another scam that he knows that's not even going to get off the ground in terms of what he is claiming he is going to do. It is not fun. Umar Johnson absolutely must do this for literal survival. And just imagine, people, how much more desperation has been infused into this situation for two reasons. Number one, because of the COVID-19 crisis by itself. And number two, the announcement has been made. Those who owe child support will get no COVID cash. Although it's not making anybody a millionaire, it sure makes a difference when you got literally nothing and you have to every single day get on the internet every single day with all social media networks that you have and beg for your literal crumbs to survive. Knowing on the surface, deep down inside, that you're telling a bald-faced lie. Umar Johnson doesn't even sound partway convincing, people. Now, I don't want to skip over what I just referenced about the child support situation. People who owe child support are not going to be getting a COVID check. The people call it stimulus, officially called the CARE Act. Now, I don't want people bombarding this video with their opinion about the child support exemption in terms of not getting a check if you owe child support. I am going to say this. It would not be fair if a parent has been in contact with the court and has made arrangements and is doing the best that he or she can. I don't think it's fair that these people get cut out because they owe child support. I do think people like Umar Johnson, who are straight up disrespectful and outright refuse to pay child support, have to be hauled into court time after time after time. No, people like Umar Johnson, I don't feel should be entitled to get a COVID check. Now, people may disagree with me. That is okay. I just wanted to put it out there because I know people have an opinion. I do not want this video overtaken about your personal opinion about the child support system because it's not really relevant. Make it specific to the topic that is being addressed. Thank you very much. Now, on to Umar Johnson's latest scam. I posted on the bottom a list randomly I picked of cities across the U.S. Look and see, pull up the websites on your own, and please tell us, what do you see? You will see these school districts all with these programs, these curriculums, these study guides on the website. And these are the school districts that are serving the children that are out of school. What the hell can Umar Johnson do for these children? What? And I'm not even saying that you have to be a teacher. I would say, though, if someone is going to substitute and teach your child other than you, I think they should have some sort of experience or at least a structural setup that helps facilitate the learning. You need one of those because children, their first teacher would be their parent. So the parent should not be cut out of that process. So what the hell does Umar Johnson have a role in this for? He doesn't have a role. He is doing nothing but making sure he keeps his mug front and center so you do not forget that he needs your money. There is absolutely no dedication into your child learning anything from Umar Johnson. The only thing your child's going to learn from Umar Johnson is seeing how he can rip the mom off so the children will have less. That's what you're going to learn from Umar Johnson. When Umar Johnson's around, I don't get extra goodies because the money is going to Umar Johnson instead. That is what the children are going to learn. Now, number 2, what kind of support is Umar Johnson offering? Is he offering any meals to these children? To these parents, he wants to hijack their time and force them and guilt them into giving money that they don't have. And when I say what they don't have, a significant number of children go to school and they get breakfast and they get lunch and they get snacks during the school day. Now that the school is suspended because of the COVID-19 crisis, where would these funds be coming from for these parents who need the support to feed their children? And there's nothing wrong with needing help to support your family. So what is Umar Johnson going to do? Nothing. He wants you to sit up there, be front and center with him so he can get in your face and get those account numbers. Not only that, he is waiting for that COVID cash to come in. That's better than a tax return. And I'm going to tell you why it's better than a tax return. Although there are a few people who do not agree with me, who have made it very clear when I stated the vast majority of people who Umar Johnson hijacks money from are single black mothers with school-age children. At the beginning, when Umar Johnson ran his scam, I think he had people who were gainfully employed, and you have smatters of people who are gainfully employed that gave Umar Johnson money. But that's not the vast majority of people. So therefore, income tax checks are not part of the equation for the vast majority of people that give Umar Johnson money. COVID cash is going to be essentially all of these people, all of these sisters who are taking care of their children, all of these mothers, and I'm going to tell you why I'm distinguishing at this point between mothers and fathers, because of course there are fathers who are taking care of their children, but I do not believe for 1 second that fathers who have custody and are getting a COVID check are going to give it to Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson isn't going to try to get money from brothers getting COVID checks. He's going to stick to where he thinks he can get the money, and that's going to be single black mothers with school-age children. I think if he even tried to hijack COVID cash money from the brothers, he'd be shut down so fast it would be so embarrassing for even us to witness it. So Umar Johnson, he is salivating for the COVID cash he won't get, and he just knows he is going to have access to this money in his mind, which is why I'll charge you $9.90 or $10 a month. What does that mean? That means I need your routing numbers. I need your bank card numbers, because who the hell is going to voluntarily send the money? Umar Johnson relies on the automatic withdrawals. That is what he's targeting. That's why he was so desperate to get to the hyena yelps in person. He wouldn't have cared if 2 people showed up, because that's potentially money for a Roach Motel. All the costs for everything are going down, like for hotels, for gas, for airfare, because of the situation with the economy and things essentially shut down. The only thing that is rising are the scambaggers like Umar Johnson in their effort to get a smash and grab. This is just like the criminals. This is no different from the criminals who go into a jewelry store and act like, oh, we're going to look at a ring, and all of a sudden 5 other buddies come in and smash the cases open, take the jewelry, and run. That's what Umar Johnson's trying to pull off with this criminal COVID cash con. He's cut off. He can't handle it. He knows he needs the money. If he was so important, remember, he's this very important person, right? Remember, he's the most requested this and the most requested that. Then why isn't he somewhere getting paid? Umar Johnson is a greedy parasite. He thinks he should be able to get paid for radio interviews. People do not get paid for radio interviews. People who get paid to premiere movies and who are legitimate experts who get on and give vital information in the form of a workshop or an in-service. Umar Johnson doesn't rank on that level. Umar Johnson is nothing but a bald-faced liar that throws out darts to get people triggered and scares them into paying him money. That's what Umar Johnson is. He has no means of making any money legitimately. He is used to scamming money. It's entirely too much work for Umar Johnson to actually go and find a job. Because if he had the skills that he said he really had, he could be doing assessments by phone. He could be doing therapy by phone. Telehealth is being significantly enhanced because of the situation. We're all on telehealth mode, all of us, and video mode with our clients. Umar Johnson could be making money that way if he really had what he claims to have, all these credentials. He is a liar. So he comes up with this bull crap about that's going to be fun. When does Umar Johnson ever have fun? This is a very taxing and stressful life to lead, just like a bank robber. A bank robber is in a very bad mood because he's got to plan the next heist. He's got to make sure he gets people together to help him get the money, target the banks. It is a very stressful job to be a criminal. And Umar Johnson is demonstrating that. He is not convincing about fun. Just like Sid Vicious is telling you, oh yes, that's the same level of fun that Umar Johnson is going to have or is having right now. This is not fun, people. This is extremely taxing. And it is our job to make sure it remains extremely taxing and not worth Umar Johnson's time. We got the state, we got the feds, we got the local government on him because he was trying to draw our people out into the community and place them at risk. It's not paying anymore. And again, the COVID-19, it's a tragedy. It's tragic that people are losing their lives, getting infected, worrying about, oh my gosh, what's going to happen to me? What's going to be happening to my children? What's going to be happening to my family? Yes, that's very sad. It's absolutely just inconceivable that this just came up and happened. But it has an advantage. It has put a monkey wrench in the program of scammers in the black community. Now, let me clarify this. Scammers who have the nerve to go after the white community, they're on the rise. Umar Johnson doesn't have the nerve to go after the white community. Pre-COVID-19, he thought he could just run around. He wasn't even worried, although he was getting shut down. But here there's a threat of arrest. The police are going to be showing up at these hyena yelps that he scheduled. Although people in North Carolina have a 5 o'clock curfew, they are still going to check at that location because they know Umar Johnson is a very deceptive and greedy parasite. And I will call him a parasite. That is what people are when they scam and come up with all these schemes to steal money from innocent people, especially people they perceive to be weaker. It's not that Umar Johnson is taking these people who are highly sophisticated and are going to ask questions. He's not going for these kinds of people. He's going for these people he thinks he can scare. He's confident about scaring, and he's going to reach around and grab their cash, get their bank account numbers, get their ATM numbers, and now he's after their COVID cash. He is going to be desperate after that cash. He knows people have the cash. He's going to start actually saying, I know you got the money. That's what he's going to start saying. He's going to start making these comments. I know you can break me off more than $20. He's going to start saying it more and more because he knows these people are going to be getting COVID checks that he's not going to get. This, let me tell you people, this is some low down dirty shit that needs to be reported to the authorities. Umar Johnson thinks he's slick by trying to talk about a homeschool. Nobody needs any homeschooling from Umar Johnson. I sincerely hope that more people come out and continue to post videos because we know what's going to happen, people. We know what's coming next. I'm going to tell you what's coming next. Umar Johnson is going to start implying or insinuating that he's got COVID-19, coronavirus. He's going to say, well, I'm struggling with health issues. I don't have insurance. I need some medical tests. He's going to be saying things to get people concerned and triggering them into thinking he has coronavirus. Then offline, don't be surprised when he starts trying to size people up and actually telling them he's got coronavirus. Umar Johnson is low down. He's going to try anything he can because he is desperate to get a hold of that COVID cash. I would not put anything past him. So if anybody hears anything like what I just described, please blast it, because we need to get the authorities involved, because the scammers are out in full force. They seem to know. I better not say exactly this, but I can make an implication that I have this going on, and all they need to do is trigger people who are already predisposed to being taken advantage of, and we know who those people are. So be on the lookout, post videos, keep everyone informed, and most of all, never forget to heed the warning: buyer beware.